Hello, it is Tegan at Upcycling Adventures, and today we are in my living room. Welcome. And we're going to talk about my couch. Today I'm going to give this couch a refresh. I'm not going to do a simple refresh. I'm not going to reupholster it. I'm not going to invest that much time and money into this because my kids are going to destroy it no matter what. But I do want to go a step above just putting a sheet or blanket over it or a slip cover. Because of my kids. I don't want to constantly be readjusting those things. So what I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to fix. And before I get to that, I'm going to tell you why this couch is worth keeping. This couch is worth keeping because it's pretty decently comfortable. It's actually in pretty great shape. It's just that it's an old couch. When I got it, it was old, but in an excellent condition. So the fabric itself is just wearing out. But the springs are good, it still is comfortable, and why send something to the landfill when you don't have to? Also, no matter what, my kids are going to destroy it. There's no sense in me getting a nicer couch. So let me show you the things that I'm going to tackle today up close. So on the arms, this arm is particularly bad. It's actually exposed to the wood. I'm going to do some upcycling, kind of fill this in and cover it, as well as the other arm where it's not as bad, but I'm going to do that over there. I'm going to recover these bottom cushions. I'm not going to recover the top ones because they aren't in as bad a shape, but I'm going to recover these bottom ones. You can see the fabric is just worn out, and my kids have been picking apart the foam that's underneath. And then also, the last thing I'm going to tackle today is there is this loose, I guess it was trim at one point, kind of covering up the seam of where the skirt comes up to the couch. I'm going to kind of get that back in place a little bit. And if I can't, I might just cut it off. We'll see. So those are the things I'm going to tackle. I am not going to recover these other cushions on top or the whole couch. I'm just going to kind of protect the arms and redo those bottom cushions. So let me show you what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I prepared my fabric to make the simple cushions to go over these seats. All I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a measuring tape. I'm gonna measure from here to here, from the middle of this side to the middle of this side. I'm not gonna do any fancy fitting. And that comes to 29 inches. So I have already cut a piece of fabric to 30 inches to allow for seam allowance, and this is doubled up. And I left the selvage, that's where I'm going to leave my opening actually, just to utilize the nice selvage edge so I don't have to hem, and that is going to go on the back of my cushion where my zipper is. I'm just going to leave it open. I'm not going to put a zipper, I'm not going to put buttons, keeping this simple. So I'm going to go ahead and pin the sides where I'm going to sew. And then I'm going to take it to the sewing machine. Alright, I'm back from the sewing machine. You may or may not be able to see, I just sewed a simple seam on both of these sides. The side that had the selvage is open. And now I'm going to turn it inside out and stick my cushion in. Essentially, I have one large pillowcase here right now. So I'm going to try and have the zipper end exposed through the hole, just because, I don't know, because then I know it's what's going to go to the back. So that's another reason I don't mind that there's a hole. It's just going to be facing the back. I can kind of tuck it. It's not a big deal. I am trying to keep the seam lined up. I want to keep it lined up in the middle of the side panel. So it's pretty taut. You could make it looser if you wanted, but I wanted it to be taut. And get some momentum here. Okay, so there There we go. It's covered. You can see this is open, but I can kind of tuck it so you can't even see it. Not a big deal. All right, so I'm gonna do this with all 3 bottom cushions. And then I'm gonna work on the side parts, the side arms of the couch. Yeah, arms. Okay. Okay, so you can see here the mess that is this side of arm of the couch. The wood is exposed. This is a hazard, frankly. So what I have here, I have some fleece that I cut out of an old sweatshirt that the zipper had busted on. And I'm just gonna hot glue it in here for padding, and I have a couple layers that I'm gonna do that with. I've kind of cut it to size already, and I'm just gonna glue it in. I know it won't be as soft as the original, but that, once again, is not the goal here. We just want a semi-functioning couch right now. Now I am going to take, I have a square fabric where I've just ironed over the raw edge that I'm going to use to cover this up now to make it look less, you know, janky. And I'm just going to stitch it on with needle and thread using a blind stitch. I think it's maybe a ladder stitch or something, but you won't even see it. And I'm just going to stick it over like this and stitch it in place. Alright, so now I have covered all of my cushions. I put patches on the arms of my couch, and now I'm going to glue this in place just with my hot glue gun, and we'll see how it holds up. Here we go. I'm going to start in the center just to, because if there's too much slack at any point, I don't want to like have a whole bunch of gathers. So I'm going to try and even out any slack from the center out to the edges. Okay, I am done with this couch restoration, if you will, or update, or whatever, upcycle. This dated or vintage, depending on your outlook on life, couch. So this couch now will hopefully be able to serve our family for the next couple of years with minimal time and money invested on our parts, since it's only going to be dealing with pee, poop, and vomit for the next couple of years anyway, probably. So just a refresh on what I did, I patched both of the arms on the couch, even covering up some of the exposed wood. I essentially made gigantic pillowcases for the bottom cushions that can be easily taken off and washed and easily put back on, and the couch can still be used to make forts, which is nice, unlike a slipcover. And then I glued a trim piece back on the bottom, so it's not just like a loose, really bad musical instrument anymore. So I am really happy with the results. Hopefully you are inspired to take on a project like this yourself. Instead of getting rid of something, maybe just freshening it up a bit. You don't have to invest too much time and money to make a piece serviceable again. So if you have any questions, please leave them below. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. And if you're still watching and you didn't like it, once again, I'm going to repeat myself, you're a crazy person. You should not be watching right now if you did not like it. So you should definitely be hitting the thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to my channel. It'd be super helpful to me. Yeah, please do that. And as always, thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope to see you next week. Bye! And for those of you who may be curious about what was in my couch, Aside from the expected loose change, which there wasn't that much, we have at least 3 pieces of silverware, I think, here. 1, 2, 3. We have at least 5 versions of magnetiles here with various paper clips and safety pins stuck to them. Of course, we have some Legos. We had a warthog, cars, an ice cream cone, and 3 just cones for ice cream. Oh, we have another magnetile, including many crumbs, many things, a couple of socks, yeah, some Hot Wheels. This was quite the haul that we found in my couch. It's a little embarrassing. If you can relate, please tell me the weirdest thing you have found in your couch in the comments below.